All right, so today we're taking a deep dive into film and television, but we're not just going to talk about the watching part, are we?
No, not at all.
We're going behind the scenes.
Behind the curtain.
Yeah, to look at the business of entertainment. What's really going on behind those screens.
Exactly. The trends, the deals, and, maybe even a little bit of controversy.
Yeah, so our goal is to equip you with the knowledge that goes beyond just the headlines.
Yeah.
Give you some real insight into what shapes what you see on the screen.
I like that it's like understanding the mechanics behind a magic trick,
Oh, that's good.
The illusion is even more impressive
Yeah.
when you know how it works.
Exactly right. So let's just jump right in.
Yeah, let's go.
Okay, so we're seeing this really interesting contrast in the content landscape right now.
Yeah.
Some shows are absolutely exploding in popularity, while others are kind of fading out.
Right.
Like, take ITV's A Cruel Love, the Ruth Ellis Story. Everybody's talking about it, this true crime drama.
It's scripting.
But over on the CW, which has, been known for its shows that are aimed at younger viewers,
Yeah.
scripted programming is actually on the decline.
It's so fascinating how, audience tastes and how network strategies are shifting.
Yeah.
The CW, under the influence of Greg Berlanti, really built its brand around appealing to younger demographics.
Yeah.
But Nexstar's acquisition, they're pivoting, they're changing things.
Yeah.
And it raises this huge question. Where is that younger audience going?
That is a great question. And while the CW is scaling back, BBC One's Amandaland is thriving. And that's interesting because it's a spin-off of Motherland, the comedy.
Yeah.
And it's pulling in record viewership, and this is what's even more interesting. It's appealing to both older and younger viewers. So could this be a sign that well-crafted comedies have the power to bridge that generational gap?
It certainly suggests that, Amandaland is demonstrating that sharp writing, relatable characters can resonate across demographics. And it's not just happening in the UK. We're seeing globalization of entertainment, bringing content from all over the world to new audiences.
Yeah.
So, for instance, Wounded Birds. It's a Turkish drama. It just premiered in Germany.
Okay, so break that down for me. What does globalization of entertainment actually mean?
Yeah.
In a practical sense.
Right. It's more than just subtitles.
Yeah.
Production models are changing. Studios are co-producing across borders.
Oh, wow.
Distribution is changing thanks to the streaming platforms.
What?
And audience expectations are changing. Viewers are becoming more open to stories from different cultures, different languages, different perspectives.
And that brings us to the business side of things.
Yeah.
There's been whispers of a potential deal involving ITV Studios.
Yeah, I've heard that too.
Yeah, and their CEO, Carolyn McCall, has been talking a lot about streaming profitability and the advantages of their integrated production labels. So help me understand this. What does integrating those labels actually do for a company like ITV?
Well, you can think of it as a way to streamline and control the entire production process.
Wow.
ITV owns a network of production companies under their umbrella.
Okay.
By integrating them more closely, they can share resources, they can share expertise talent across different projects.
I see.
This helps them control costs, maximize efficiency, and potentially create, a more consistent brand identity across their programming.
Oh, very interesting. And it so makes them more nimble in a very competitive market.
Exactly.
Okay, so does this tie into what we're seeing with Film 4? I mean, they're talking about balancing creative ambition with commercial viability. Their director, Ollie Madden, he'd really focused on ensuring that independent films find an audience without losing their artistic edge.
Right.
But isn't that a really tough balance to strike?
It absolutely is.
Yeah.
Independent filmmakers often face this dilemma. Do they compromise their artistic vision to appeal to a wider audience, or do they stay true to their vision and risk, limited commercial success? And the industry is changing, for independent filmmakers, finding that sweet spot where creative integrity and financial sustainability intersect is more crucial than ever.
Let's move on to the stories themselves.
Yeah.
What are we seeing? What's out there?
There's such a diverse range of documentaries and series right now.
Yeah.
You've got Prime Video's England's Lions, The New Generation, giving viewers a look at, these rising football stars.
Oh, cool.
And music fans will be interested in Coastal, directed by Daryl Hannah, which follows Neil Young's return to the stage after COVID.
Oh, wow.
It's a testament to the power of documentary filmmaking to capture these intimate and sometimes unexpected moments.
Yeah.
But we're also seeing documentaries tackling these weighty social issues.
Yeah.
Hulu's Delhi Boys is bringing Pakistani-American humor to the forefront. And then you've got The Waking of a Nation on SonyLIV, which is using the 1919 Jallianwala Bagh massacre to explore contemporary racism.
And let's not forget Sadie Frost's documentary about the iconic model Twiggy. What's really striking to me is how these documentaries are challenging conventions. They're not just these dry historical accounts.
Right.
They're personal.
Yeah.
They're provocative.
They're pushing boundaries.
And they're finding new ways to engage audiences.
You're absolutely right. Documentary filmmaking is evolving, becoming more personal, more creative, more willing to push boundaries.
Yeah.
And this evolution is attracting a wider audience than ever before.
Okay, so this brings us to a major player in the entertainment world, YouTube.
Yeah.
Celebrating its 20th anniversary. Can you believe that?
I know.
And its journey from a Hollywood outsider to this major force is remarkable.
It's undeniable. YouTube's impact is undeniable.
Yeah.
It's empowered creators, providing a platform to reach global audiences and, disrupting traditional media in the process.
Right.
CEO Neil Mohan has made it clear that YouTube is committed to supporting creators. And, you see their major deals with studios and networks show how seriously they're taking their role in the entertainment landscape.
Yeah. But this shift in power dynamics has also raised some eyebrows.
It has.
Armando Iannucci, the mind behind Veep.
Yeah.
He's been vocal about his concerns regarding HBO's cancellation of his show, The Franchise.
Right.
Citing the changes at the network under Warner Bros. Discovery.
Yeah.
So what are your thoughts on this? Are traditional networks struggling to adapt to this new environment?
Well, it's certainly a challenge, as streaming services gain prominence. Traditional networks are grappling with these changing viewing habits and financial pressures.
Yeah.
They're facing, tough choices about what kind of content to produce, how to distribute it, and how to compete in this landscape where the rules are constantly changing.
So it's a time of uncertainty,
Yeah.
but also a time of incredible opportunity.
Absolutely.
Okay, so let's talk about some of the exciting projects that are on the horizon.
Let's do it.
Netflix is developing a modern series adaptation of Judy Blume's Forever,
Wow.
exploring first love for a new generation.
I love that.
And Lionsgate, well, they're developing a Monopoly movie.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting.
They're aiming to transform this classic board game into a blend of adventure and comedy.
It'll be interesting to see how that works.
I know, right? Okay. And then we have the BBC and CBC. They're co-producing a documentary on the ideological divisions on college campuses. It's going to delve into free speech debates, academic conflicts, all the complexities of this really hot-button issue.
That's a really important topic.
It is. And, we've covered a lot of ground here. We've talked about shifting audience tastes,
Yeah.
globalization of entertainment, the power of streaming platforms, the rise of new voices,
Right.
and the challenges faced by traditional media.
Yeah, it's a lot.
And it's clear that the entertainment industry is in constant flux.
Always changing.
But amidst all this change, one thing remains constant: the power of storytelling to connect, engage, and inspire us.
Absolutely. And that power is something we'll continue to explore as we delve deeper into the forces shaping the future of entertainment.
Yes. And we'll uncover even more insights and intriguing developments in part 2 of our deep dive.
Stay with us.
See you there.
It's going to be good.
It's amazing to see how the boundaries between traditional film, television, and digital platforms are like blurring.
Yeah.
We're witnessing this convergence where content isn't limited to a specific screen or a format.
Right.
It's exciting and a little bewildering all at the same time.
It is, and that's what makes it so dynamic. Everyone's trying to figure out this new landscape from established studios to independent creators.
Right.
And, remember all that speculation about a potential deal with ITV Studios? While they haven't confirmed anything concrete yet, their focus on streaming profitability and integrated production labels really speaks volumes.
It's like they're playing chess, strategically positioning themselves for success in this rapidly changing game.
Exactly.
And what I find fascinating is while ITV is making these large-scale moves, we're also seeing individuals, making their mark.
Right.
Former Netflix executives are launching their own business affairs firm, BLA.
Wow.
Specifically targeting mid-sized production companies and producers.
That's interesting.
So what do you make of that?
Well, it shows that even as these streaming giants like Netflix dominate the headlines, there's this growing ecosystem supporting independent production.
Okay.
These executives, with their insider knowledge, are helping smaller players navigate the complex world of deal-making and production agreements.
Oh, wow. So it's like this new kind of power dynamic.
It's shifting.
Yeah. And then you have someone like Sherry Finbow, formerly of Beyond Rights, who's founded Last Word Entertainment, a production company focusing solely on true crime content.
True crime is huge.
It is, but it's focusing on a single genre, a risky move.
It's a calculated risk for sure.
Yeah.
Finbow's tapping into this dedicated audience, but it means her company's success hinges on that genre's continued popularity.
It's a strategic bet.
It is. It's a bet on a trend that shows no signs of slowing down.
So do you think we'll see more of these like niche production companies popping up?
It's possible. It's definitely a trend to watch.
Speaking of reaching specific audiences, Benijay France has partnered with the UK-based Plegazoid to develop new formats in scripted projects.
Oh, interesting.
What's the strategic advantage of a partnership like this?
Well, collaborations are becoming essential in today's global entertainment market,
Yeah.
It allows companies to pool resources, tap into different creative perspectives, and navigate cultural nuances.
So it's beneficial for both sides.
Absolutely. For Banijay, it's a way to expand their reach into the UK market, while Plegazoid gains access to Banijay's international network.
It's like building bridges across borders, connecting audiences through stories.
I like that.
And speaking of power moves, the French media conglomerate Media One has acquired Seesaw Films, the production company behind hits like The King's Speech and The Power of the Dog.
Wow, that's a major acquisition.
Huge.
Media One is clearly aiming to strengthen its position on the global stage. Acquiring a company with Seesaw's reputation and track record gives them instant credibility and access to top-tier talent. It's a move that signals their ambition to compete with the biggest players in the industry.
Meanwhile, Canal D Drama's Wounded Birds, a Turkish drama, is making waves in Germany.
I've heard about this.
Yeah, and this isn't just a random success story. It highlights the rising global popularity of Turkish storytelling.
It does.
So why are these dramas resonating with international audiences?
Well, Turkish dramas often feature compelling storylines, strong characters, high production values.
Yeah?
They tap into these universal themes of love, family, betrayal that resonate across cultures.
Okay.
Plus, the exotic locations and cultural elements add a layer of intrigue for viewers who might be unfamiliar with Turkey.
It's like getting a glimpse into another world.
Exactly.
Okay, let's turn to the world of television, where renewals and cancellations always make headlines.
Always.
The BBC has greenlit a second series of Amandaland, proving that audiences still love a well-written comedy.
Absolutely. Amandaland's success demonstrates the enduring appeal of character-driven comedy. It's relatable, it's witty, it offers a bit of escapism, something viewers are always seeking.
And proving that some formats just never get old. ITV has commissioned an 11th season of Celebrity Catchphrase.
Wow, 11 seasons.
It's like comfort food for the television soul.
It is. Some things just never go out of style.
Speaking of style, Netflix has renewed the sports comedy Running Point for a second season.
Okay.
Clearly, they see potential for the show to grow its audience.
Right, Netflix is known for taking calculated risks, giving shows time to find their footing.
Yeah, but it's a different story for The Recruit, starring Noah Centineo, which they've canceled after 2 seasons.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it reminds us that even with star power and an intriguing premise, success is never guaranteed.
It's a tough business.
It is. The streaming landscape is so competitive, viewers have a lot of choices.
They do.
What do you think contributed to The Recruit's cancellation?
Well, the spy adventure genre is quite crowded right now.
True.
While the first season performed well, it seems the second season may not have captured the same level of audience interest. It's possible viewers simply move on to other shows.
It's a tough business.
It is.
But speaking of fostering new talent, there are some incredible opportunities emerging for aspiring filmmakers.
There are.
Australians in Film and Screen Australia have announced a fantastic lineup for their UNTAC masterclasses.
Oh, cool.
Michael Shanks, Megan Park, Ryan O'Connell, and Jet Wilkinson are all lending their expertise.
Wow, that's a great lineup.
It is. So what do you think about programs like this?
Well, programs like this are invaluable for emerging filmmakers. The chance to learn from industry veterans, get feedback on their work, and build connections is crucial for breaking into the industry.
Yeah.
It's about paying it forward and nurturing the next generation of storytellers.
And speaking of nurturing new voices, the BBC's Storyville and Canada's CBC are co-producing a documentary that delves into the complexities of college campus culture wars.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, this is a hot-button topic, and I'm really interested to see how they approach it.
It's a challenging subject, but it's ripe for exploration. College campuses are often at the forefront of social and political debates, and this documentary has the potential to provide, a nuanced and insightful look at the issues at stake.
It's about sparking dialogue, encouraging empathy, and understanding different perspectives.
Absolutely.
Shifting gears a bit, a new documentary is in the works celebrating the legendary comic book artist Jack Kirby, co-creator of iconic characters like Captain America and the X-Men.
Wow, a legend.
Kirby's contributions to the world of comics and popular culture are immeasurable.
They are.
So this documentary is a well-deserved tribute to his vision and creativity.
It's a chance to delve into his process, his inspirations, and the lasting impact he's had on generations of artists and storytellers.
It's a reminder that sometimes the most fantastical stories are born from the most human of experiences.
That's beautiful.
Okay, so let's talk film festivals.
I love film festivals.
Me too. The Miami Film Festival has unveiled a diverse lineup, including Meet the Barbarians, directed by Julie Delpy, and On Swift Horses, by Daniel Minahan.
Those sound great.
So what's your take on film festivals, in the grand scheme of things?
Well, film festivals are vital for independent cinema,
Yeah.
They provide a platform for filmmakers to showcase their work, connect with audiences, and gain recognition.
Right.
They're also a celebration of cinematic art, a chance to experience a wide range of stories from different cultures and perspectives.
And they often serve as a launching pad for emerging talent.
Absolutely.
Speaking of diverse programming, the Series Mania Festival in Lille, France, is highlighting political series reflecting television's growing role in exploring social and political issues.
Right. Television is becoming increasingly reflective of the world we live in, tackling complex themes and sparking important conversations.
Yeah.
Series Mania is recognizing this trend and providing a platform for these politically charged stories to reach a wider audience.
And for those who love the raw energy of independent filmmaking, the Los Angeles Festival of Movies is back for its second edition,
I love that.
showcasing a curated selection of premieres and restorations.
It's so important. Festivals like this champion independent voices, giving filmmakers outside the mainstream a chance to be seen and heard.
Yeah.
They're essential for fostering creativity experimentation and pushing the boundaries of storytelling.
It's a celebration of the art of filmmaking in its purest form.
I love it.
And for those seeking a deeper understanding of how storytelling is evolving, the Tribeca Festival has introduced a new storytelling summit.
Oh, wow.
What's the focus of this summit?
Well, it's a fascinating concept. The summit will explore how narratives are taking shape across various mediums, from film and television to podcasts and interactive media.
So it's about understanding the convergence of storytelling.
Exactly, and how technology is influencing the way we create and experience narratives.
So it's about recognizing that storytelling is no longer confined to traditional formats. It's expanding and evolving in these really exciting ways.
It is.
Speaking of pushing boundaries, the Vision du Réel Festival in Jan, Switzerland, is showcasing documentary projects that challenge conventions and explore innovative approaches to nonfiction storytelling.
Documentary filmmaking is constantly evolving, embracing new techniques and technologies. Vision du Réel is a festival that celebrates that evolution, providing a platform for filmmakers who are pushing the boundaries of the genre and finding new ways to engage audiences with real-life stories.
It's a testament to the power of documentary filmmaking to illuminate the world around us.
It is.
And in the heart of Europe, the Luxembourg City Film Festival is celebrating its 15th anniversary.
Wow, 15 years.
It's become this respected platform for showcasing both established and emerging filmmaking talent.
It's impressive to see how the festival has grown and thrived over the years. It's a testament to the enduring power of cinema to connect people across cultures and languages.
Speaking of connecting with audiences, the horror thriller The Pond, starring Isabel Fuhrman and Douglas Smith, is generating buzz as Myriad Pictures launches international sales. What is it about the horror thriller genre that continues to captivate audiences worldwide?
Well, horror thrillers tap into our primal fears, our fascination with the unknown, and our desire for adrenaline-pumping entertainment.
It's a rush.
It is. They offer a form of escapism that allows us to safely confront our anxieties and explore the darker corners of our imagination.
And sometimes a good scare is just plain fun.
It is.
Speaking of appealing to a wide audience, Netflix is adapting Judy Blume's classic novel Forever into a modern series.
Oh, wow.
It's a bold move revisiting a book that tackled teenage sexuality in a frank and groundbreaking way.
It's a testament to the enduring power of Bloom's storytelling that forever continues to resonate with readers decades after its publication. The Netflix adaptation has the potential to introduce Bloom's work to a new generation and spark important conversations about love relationships and growing up in today's world.
It's about taking a timeless story and giving it a contemporary spin.
Yeah.
And speaking of unexpected adaptations, Lionsgate is developing a Monopoly movie, aiming to transform the beloved board game into a blend of adventure and comedy.
I'm curious about that one. How do you make a movie out of Monopoly?
I know it's a head-scratcher, but it highlights how studios are willing to take risks and explore unconventional source material in search of the next big hit.
That's true. Sometimes the most unexpected ideas become huge successes.
It's a reminder that creativity often comes from unexpected places.
It does.
And speaking of unexpected casting choices, Kathryn Newton has joined the cast of Ready or Not 2.
Oh, cool.
The original film was a surprise hit, and the sequel is already generating anticipation.
It is. Adding Newton to the cast is a smart move. She's a talented actress with a growing fan base, and her presence is sure to attract attention to the project.
Yeah.
It's a sign that the filmmakers are aiming to build on the success of the first film and deliver another crowd-pleasing horror comedy.
Speaking of sequels, Amazon MGM's Jack Ryan feature film, starring John Krasinski and Sienna Miller, is set to begin filming in the UK.
Oh.
Yeah, this franchise has already proven its popularity, and the addition of Sienna Miller to the cast is generating even more buzz.
Krasinski has successfully reinvigorated the Jack Ryan character for a modern audience, and the addition of Miller adds another layer of intrigue. It's a promising sign that the filmmakers are continuing to invest in the franchise and deliver high-stakes action thriller entertainment.
Speaking of star-studded casts, Keegan-Michael Key has joined the ensemble of Only Murders in the Building for its 5th season.
Only Murders has become a critical and commercial darling, and Key's comedic talent is a perfect fit for the show's witty and quirky tone.
Yeah.
It's a testament to the show's quality that it continues to attract top-tier talent.
And speaking of using entertainment to address important issues, ABC's Endgame, a documentary series hosted by Tony Armstrong, will delve into the issue of racism in Australian sports.
That's an important topic.
It's a timely and necessary exploration of a complex issue. Endgame has the potential to raise awareness, spark important conversations, and contribute to positive change. It's an example of how documentaries can be a powerful tool for social commentary and activism.
They can be.
It's about using storytelling to shed light on injustice and inspire action.
Right.
Well, we've covered a lot of ground in this part of our deep dive, exploring the business deals, the creative partnerships, the trends and the challenges that define this ever-evolving world of film and television.
We have. And as we move into the final part of our exploration, we'll delve deeper into the future of entertainment, examining the forces shaping the stories we consume and the ways in which technology and creativity are converging to create new and exciting possibilities.
So we've explored the current landscape, the power plays, and the creative forces at work. But now it's time to look ahead. What does the future hold for entertainment? Where do you see the industry heading?
Well, technology is going to continue to play a huge role, that's for sure. Streaming social media advancements and visual effects are already transforming how stories are told and how we experience them.
Yeah, think about it. Virtual production, augmented reality, AI-driven animation. These tools are blurring the lines between reality and fantasy. They're creating these immersive experiences that we could only dream of a few years ago.
I know, it's incredible.
So do you think these advancements will change storytelling itself or just the way it's delivered?
Probably both. The tools we use influence the stories we tell.
Okay.
For example, virtual production allows filmmakers to create these elaborate worlds and visual effects on a scale that was previously unimaginable.
Right.
This opens up so many creative possibilities, leading to stories that might not have been feasible before.
That's fascinating. But with all this technological advancement, is there a risk of losing sight of the human element?
Yeah.
Will the focus shift too much towards spectacle and away from the heart of storytelling?
I think that's a valid concern. Technology is a tool, but it's the story, the characters and the emotions that truly connect with audiences.
Yeah.
No matter how dazzling the visuals are, a story without heart just won't resonate.
It's like a magic trick. The special effects might wow you, but without a compelling story, the trick falls flat.
Exactly.
Speaking of stories that resonate, we're seeing classic works being reimagined for modern audiences, like Netflix adapting Judy Blume's Forever.
It's a great example. This trend speaks to the timelessness of certain themes and the desire to connect with familiar stories in new ways.
Yeah.
It's about finding relevance for a new generation, updating the context, but preserving the core of what made the original work so powerful.
It's like breathing new life into a beloved song. Adding a modern beat, but keeping the melody that everyone loves.
I like that.
And while some are revisiting the past, others are forging ahead, blurring the lines between film, television, and digital content.
Right. It's a hybrid world out there.
It really is. So tell me about that.
Well, think about interactive storytelling where the audience can influence the narrative.
Oh, wow.
Or transmedia storytelling where a story unfolds across multiple platforms. These forms break free from traditional constraints, offering new immersive experiences.
It sounds like a playground for storytellers. But with all these possibilities, doesn't it become even harder to stand out?
It does. It's a challenge.
I mean, we're already dealing with content saturation, right? So many choices, so much noise.
That's true. In this saturated landscape, authenticity, originality, and emotional resonance become even more vital.
So what you're saying is it's not enough to just have flashy technology or a familiar story.
Right. Audiences are craving stories that feel genuine, that offer a fresh perspective, that move them.
It's about cutting through the clutter and delivering something meaningful. It's not just about entertainment anymore, it's about impact.
I think you're right.
And that's where diversity and inclusion come in, right?
Absolutely. Audiences want to see themselves reflected in the stories they consume.
Yeah.
They're demanding representation, and the industry is responding by embracing a wider range of voices and perspectives.
It's not just about ticking boxes, though, is it?
No, it's about enriching the storytelling landscape, challenging stereotypes, and creating a more inclusive and vibrant cultural tapestry.
So by amplifying diverse voices, we get more complex, more authentic, and ultimately more compelling stories.
Exactly. It's a win-win for everyone.
So as we wrap up our deep dive, it seems the future of entertainment is this fascinating mix of technological advancements, creative experimentation, and a push for more authentic and diverse storytelling.
It is in a world saturated with content. The stories that will resonate are those that connect with us on a human level, regardless of the platform or the technology used to tell them.
It's been an incredible journey exploring the artistry, the business, and the power of storytelling.
It has.
And we hope this deep dive has given you a new appreciation for the forces shaping the entertainment we consume and the exciting possibilities that lie ahead.
Keep exploring, keep questioning, and keep seeking out stories that challenge and inspire you. Because in the end, it's the stories we tell and the stories we embrace that shape our understanding of the world and ourselves.
And that's a wrap on our deep dive. We'll see you next time for another fascinating exploration of the world around us.